Good morning, folks. Market's kind of consolidating today. Traded a little bit last night. Made like $10, I think. Some kind of news we got today. FOMC speak, Fed speak. Today is Wednesday. PPI was a beat. Yeah, just a lot of Fed speak today. And I think it's the third and final day of Amy Coney Barrett. Her Wednesday. Yeah, confirming like on Capitol Hill as a new justice. So we'll see how the market trades today. Could just be a range bound day, or we could be setting up for like lower. Depends. We're still kind of towards the top of this flag that's trying to form on the hourly. Really strong support so far, held twice. I'd say like 3 times. You got 3 wicks there on the hourly around the 20. Like we have 12,019 and 12,023. So I think if we go below there, it'd be pretty bearish. But the levels that I have here, 1 sec. I just gotta take care of something really quick on my computer. Still got 15 minutes. Got my blue light glasses on today, man. It really relaxes your eyes quite a bit when you're staring at the screen all day. That's what I needed. Okay. Nice. Already worked. Cool. So let's look at the levels that I have. So I guess I can draw the boxes on here. Have a halfway back fib. Well, just like within the range from like 12,019 to the high of 12,249, kind of giving me kind of a range. And halfway back, I believe is right where the top of this guy is. Say move up there. I don't know which way it's going to extend it. It's really annoying. I don't know how to extend it on this platform both ways, unfortunately. Try redrawing it. So above there, bullish. But we do have a downtrend line. If you see on the hourly, if I were to draw it from here, just got to pay attention to this. So we could run into resistance there. I have it on my toss chart. And then, oh, that's not NASDAQ. And then, let's say, what do I have? The 03 here. Below there, we probably get some selling down to here. Let's see. Those are the levels I'm looking at. Cool. Oh, that's something I'm going to do later. I figure out how to use my iPhone for the camera instead of my webcam on my laptop because it seems kind of blurry. Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of looking at for today. Right now, we're kind of holding the EMAs on the 5-minute. Still within this range though. Watching this range bar chart. If we break above the 28, 75, 30 quarter, and ultimately that 34 area, I think we can buy a dip for a continuation up to that trend line like the 50 area. The next level I have, besides the fib, the upper fib is 61. And then, let me see if I can draw another box here. Look in this area. I see how that works now. So just gonna wait for price to break, go into one of these levels, break above, ideally, because I trade mainly long. See if we can capture, push up. Do have a downtrend here. Let's see where this is running. Haven't got a close outside of it yet, so pay attention to that. Hey, Eamon, good morning. No, I didn't get a withdrawal yet, but I will eventually. I know they're legit. They're the most legit funded company in the trading industry, so I wouldn't hesitate if I was considering enrolling in their combine. There's plenty of people that paid on a daily, weekly basis. About 9 minutes. So I've been working with Jared Tendler. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's a mental game coach for professional poker players, but he's getting more involved in the trading space. You kind of see I have two tabs open here in my browser for anger profile and mental hand histories of the issues that I go through. Eventually, maybe I'm gonna ask him if I can make a video about my experience with his coaching so far and the group that I was working with him in. I think so far it's been helping me try to avoid the same mistakes that are the most costly. Biggest one for me is trying to increase position sizing after a losing trade, try to make the money back immediately. instead of just keeping it consistent and waiting for the next best trade. It really helps to journal each day, like how you executed. Base yourself on rate yourself based on execution, as opposed to like not your P&L, but did you follow your plan? Did you use your hard stops? Did you keep them in place? Did you keep your position size consistent? Did you wait for your signals? All that stuff matters more than the end P&L if you actually want to see yourself progress as a trader. Yeah, thanks, man. It's going to be probably some time until I take a withdrawal from TopStep, because I am just going to trade the micros until further notice. Because yesterday, if you watched me trade, if I were to trade with the minis, I would have been down quite a bit. I probably would have been down past my max loss for the day, which is 600, but it's definitely not 600 on the micros. I can only trade with 1,000 a day, right, and 1,000 a week right now, so it doesn't really make sense to trade with the minis unless you can really keep your stops at 5 points or less. But a couple of those losses in a row are hard to handle with this size account. So I'm going to use micros, hopefully be able to bring it up to the 3, then the 5 contracts to trade half a mini. Need to have over $2,000 profit though. I think with time that'll get there. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Yeah, we got this down channel here. It's like a parallel down channel. Kind of in the middle of it. Don't recommend trading that. We're just holding below VWAP. Thanks to one of the viewers yesterday. When I was looking at it going long in a trade, I recognized that it was at a resistance, but didn't have my VWAP up, and it aligned with one of the major levels that I had, so it saved me from taking a loss. I scratched it. A lot of consolidation below the 28 area. I think some of the banks had earnings. I know United Health Group had earnings, and they took a poopy. Yeah, they took a dump. Went down. I thought they were up. They were up pre-market or post-market yesterday, but now they're down at 328. Still very bullish. It's a very sound financial company. With the financials, it's a healthcare company, obviously, but their financials are very strong, kind of like Apple. Apple's dipping. Work. Can't believe it, Roku. That thing just took off like a rocket. Still, I don't know many people that have Roku subscriptions, which is just crazy to me. Most people have Netflix. I'm actually swinging Apple call for November. Just one of them. Bought yesterday around the 120 area. And 6:30 a.m., almost 6:30, and there's the garbage people are outside grabbing the dumpster right now. I'm pretty sure no one's up in my apartment complex. So making lower lows, lower highs, and range bar chart. $50. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get a better camera set up. I'm gonna try to get a better microphone too. It's crazy these people are working this early. We hit that fib. That fib that I have, it's 06. It's like 07. That's 2/3 back on the move from like the low and the high of the current range we're in on the hourly. Well, let's see, we're still kind of in the middle of this channel. Definitely not taking a trade at that fib, although it is the low of this candle. It is in the middle of the range though. You either want to see it pull back to this, into this area, see how we react here. Try to avoid trading the open. See, we're getting a little buying action here. Let's see. I'd personally rather wait for it to just break this downtrend and get above this area, the 30, 35, and then take the retest long up to the 60 area. That's going down at this channel. See if it bounces and holds here. Has a good chance of holding this down channel. It's a low risk entry. Counter trend though. You're either going to know you're right really quick or you're wrong really quick. I'm personally not going to take it. Although I'm looking at this range bar chart. Yeah, it's looking weak. It's following that 9 EMA. I think we're going to probably head to this area right here, it looks like. Coming into this is a major level that needs to hold here. Otherwise, we're going to set up for a short, pretty serious one down to like test that double bottom so far in the hourly. So what is the, yeah, what a balance off that level. Went right to the right to the break of that lower trend line on the channel. E2, let's see here. Considering getting in maybe the 75 area. What's the low of this candle? 63.50. You don't really want to break that. Could definitely go below there. It's kind of a fade here, but there's a higher low that just got created on the tick chart or the range chart. I'll try this with a stop below the 63.50. Shit, I don't have a top profit target, do I? Let's take it off up here, like the 90 area. If it wants to get back up there. Probably gonna lock in something here in a second. Yeah, I'm gonna move this up. Crap. Come on, get up there. You're almost there. Don't do me like that. It's low this candle. 80.75. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep it there. Yeah, I'm out.
Stop filled.
Just missed my profit target. It's okay. Consider buying this again. And she buy it again. Let's see if she holds this time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move my stop up. Where are you? Lock something in here. Yowzers.
Stop filled.
Getting a little diced up in here. It's not even the first 5 minutes. I probably should chill. But it's definitely responsive buying happening in here. This actually looks like it wants to move here. It's getting above these highs on these candles, but still the first 5 minutes. You can get pretty chopped up in here if you're not trading. Yeah, this actually looks kind of good. The 85 area. Have a tight stop on this one below the 80. And have a, see if it comes back and fills me. I think she's already gone though. That's the little move I was looking for. Nice higher low off that level. Target was really back to the break of this downtrend line, a lower down channel. Do I want this? Still at the top of the range here. Could buy the 20, see if it pushes again. Maybe try to get like 10 points on it. Just missed my entry. And she's gone, so I'm gonna have to cancel that. Did anyone grab that? Looked like a huge lose. What do you mean, Harvey? I didn't take any losses on that. It's barely up. That was a big move down though. At open, if that's what you meant. Into that level, broke this one, and it went right back into that level actually. Let's look at this structure here. This 92 could potentially hold. Probably going to go in with a tight stop on this. Trying to buy the structure here. Might be too extended to come back and fill me though. I was long from this level down here. Trying to anyways. I got taken out on my first one for like a little more than 5 points. It just missed my profit target. And then the next two I kind of got taken out prematurely. And look at the rip on this. Right from that level. Did anyone grab that and hold it a little bit? Because that was beautiful. What a big move. Okay, let me see what we got here. Maybe the 60, the 06, 07 could be a nice pullback. She is ripping. Wow, she's gonna break the downtrend. Right to the VWAP. What a move. You can get these crazy moves that open like this. I need to buy a pullback. Where can I get in? She's gonna rip here. That's the entry right here. What it missed me by 2 ticks on this trade. I should have been in on this move, but I just didn't get filled. So I'm not going to chase it. I'm going to wait for the market to give me another opportunity. And it's starting to break the major levels that I have, which is looking really good here. See if I can get into a position here. Let's hide this candle. It's 28.50. Let's see, 28.25. And then see if she wants to come back here. Didn't quite fill me there. It's getting a little dicey. It's 21. Not really liking this per se. Let's see here. Could add another one at 21. 28.25 plus 21. 24.65. Yeah, that's where it's got to go. So target, maybe take it off at the, maybe I should just trail it. I kind of want to take some profit here, maybe the 38. Just it takes, I think it's too late at this point. Just missed me. I'll look to get back in if I get taken out here. It's too slow to actually.
Stop filled.
That was actually my auto stop move. Did not want to get taken out there, but it's okay. Can try to buy this lower level that I had. Try to do the same trade that I just had. Those auto stop moves can really hurt you sometimes, take you out prematurely, but at the same time they can also protect you from absolutely wrecking your account, letting a big win go to a loser real quick. Yeah, there's the move, continuation move. Took me out of that trade. Nice little rotation here. We're forming a flag. So we get a giant dump down. This inverted hammer starting to form. See if we can get back to the top of this range here. Need you to push a little bit more. 5 more points. It's kind of 5 minutes starting to try. There's a form of reversal candle. Okay, I'll take that profit. Reset. See, we're forming like a box here now in this consolidation, so you can buy the bottom, sell the top until we figure out which way we're going to go. And anytime that happens, it's almost always a doji candle on the 5 minute. It's kind of what we have now. There's a fight going on here. lows. Looks like she wants to blast off here. I think you might get that ES21 target. So if for some reason it comes back down here, this 25 area seems like pretty strong support, and now this is going to become, this resistance now going to become support, like this 38 to 40 area. Next target is, I think we're going to be heading towards, yeah, we're almost right on that trend line, so just be cautious. Don't be looking for a breakout home run here in case that U-turns. Yeah, see it kind of wicked down to that 38. I'm personally not going to buy it. I'm going to wait. The other thing is, the best trade was down here, right? Was in this area. I was long once, had a good profit, but I didn't get the full profit that I wanted. And then I literally missed this pullback entry by 2 ticks, and it just ripped. Like, I don't know, what's that? Almost, it's more than 50 points, but why do I want to chase it to force like a mediocre trade when I missed the perfect, like the best trade I could have taken? So I'm just going to wait to see what the market's going to do. I don't want to take an unnecessary loss because I'm trying to get in when the market's a little bit extended. Right now, these 5 minute candles are pretty big, so the risk is pretty strong if you want to trade just off that. But I'm trying to find entries on this range bar chart. I mean, the stop loss could go below this candle, the 33, because you see how we're making higher lows. We're setting up to push higher. It's kind of like a rising wedge right now. As long as that trend line holds, we'll continue up. And the EMAs are kind of like in the middle of the price action, so we aren't like super strong trending yet, like we really were when we pushed up here. It moves so fast though. Once I missed that entry, it's hard to chase it. Get in a better entry when NASDAQ moves the way it does. There we go. Still closed inside that trend line. I want to see it close outside of it for a push down. Try to buy the bottom of that. See if it comes back. I wonder if it'll hold in this area because you see how we had a little bit of a pullback here. But right now it's holding the open and closes of these two 5-minute candles, so still strong. Should have traded this trend line here. Almost at the top of that trend line. It's around the 50 area. So we could hit that 50 or we could shoot through it. If we close outside of it, that tells me we're probably going to continue higher. We got a giant hammer on the hourly. Looks very bullish. The open was 22.75. I think this next level is where we're going. If we break above there, we will probably go to the 200 area. But I think 78 was the high yesterday. I think it was. Or maybe that's overnight. That's the overnight high. Yeah. Right now, I look to buy pullbacks in this area. I'm gonna have to cancel that. I don't think it's coming there. Right on the trend line, just push through it. So watch for a pullback here. Be a good idea to trim some. This 40 to 43 area should hold. We do have a trend line. Probably redraw this here. $40 should hold. And you got this trend line down here. If we go below this low, 31, it might pull back a little bit further. Hope you guys took profit if you were long in that area, because just in case it doesn't want to break out, it's not worth having a drawdown in profit to try to catch a bigger move. That might not happen. So far it looks good. I like to see these rotations keep bouncing up. Comes this trend line. I was trying to hold this high and the close of these 5-minute candles right now. If that doesn't hold, we're probably going to come back down to this rectangle. Yeah, going long here, it's hard because I don't want to put my stop in an area that I would buy it, because then if it bounces, it's just like a pointless loss, really. You want to put your stop outside of the level, so at least give yourself a chance. It's 28. I think this 25 is where I wanted to buy it. I'll buy it both spots. Let me put the stop 1450. See if we hold this area. So I'm going to scalp one here if it wants to go back up. At 2650, so my stop needs to go up a little more. See if it rejects this 9 on the range bar chart. There's a fight here. See if it breaks the VWAP and the EMAs. I'm going to put my stop, make it a little bit tighter. Below the 18. Can't even get 5 points, huh? Guess not. Looks like the Bears are winning here. What's the low of this candle? 30.75. I'm gonna have to bring this down a little bit just to trim it. Okay, I'll take that one off and I'll trail this one as far as I can go. $26.50 was my average, right? It's got to break above the 32. That's the previous area that was rejecting. Let me move my stop up. Wait. I want to see how this 5-minute candle closes.
Stop filled.
It's not filled. See if I can get in again. $28. So get another rotation down. Yeah, I always struggle trying to hold through this consolidation where I move my stop because I don't want to have that turn into a loss. So this just bounced up, so it's probably going to hold here at the 32. Move this to tighter stop. Good Lord. Yeah, let me scratch this. Actually look pretty good. Gotta take a break for a second. Feel like I'm getting tunnel vision. Alright, so making higher lows on the tick chart here. It's kind of steep. He rocks. 28s. Alright. It's the low of this candle. 21.25. It's a pretty strong level. Let's see if we can get a push back up here. My target should be like the 40 area, I think. It's looking a little heavy here. Yeah, not liking this trade. Might have to scratch this after it came all the way back. Just in case that trend moves back down. 1850 was the low. There's the move. Rejected 40. We're going to break above there. Let's see, where will we pull back the 35 area? These candles are really big on the 5-minute. Rejected the 40. I don't like the weakness. How I was expecting every time I entered those trades for it to work quicker than it did, but this candle right here is a pretty strong reversal candle. Now I'm looking at it. We're testing the EMAs. They're trying to curl up, and the VWAP too. So if we break below there, we're probably going to come back down. Like this is like a false breakout, and we'll continue this downtrend. So far, I've just been getting kind of chopped up and scalping. I think I'm only up like 50 bucks on one micro. Yeah, I agree. It's good to pay yourself. Oh, I think you got paid, man. If it goes an extra point or two, whatever. If you capture like 2/3 of a move, sometimes I would just scalp. Like I'll scalp like little pieces of a move, and you can still make good profit doing that. That's just kind of my personality and how I operate. It's a nice rotation. I wonder if this is going to hold here. I don't like this. See if it holds. I think it might be too late on that entry. Maybe, we'll see. Yeah, the open was pretty much the low. She's going to take off here. We're going to wick down again. Just very weak, you know. See if I can put a limit in here. This one's probably going to stop me out. Yeah.
Stop filled.
Probably should have put my entry there, but it's all good. There's the breakdown. Yeah, so I don't really have a good signal on this range bar chart to go long again. Or if we're going to hold this low that we just wicked. Good volume came in on the range bar chart. Got a little hammer candle here. About to break that low though. Broke the VWAP, broke the EMAs. I think continuation move down is coming. Yep. There's that false breakout. Now I'm just going to sit here and watch. 7:02, only been 32 minutes. This is typically the time frame for a reversal. our continuation move, and we did not get the continuation. We got a full reversal, but we'll see what happens in the next few minutes. Trying to make a higher low in the tick range bar chart. Not feeling it. It's got some ways to go. For me, I struggle switching between long and short. That's why I just trade one direction and I just wait until the market kind of goes into my favor or around a level. Like, let's see if this level holds here, or we're just gonna wreck right through it. Wonder what the fib extensions look like here. This is potential area of a balance if you're short to maybe trim some. Yeah, it's 2/3 back. 2/3 is owed 2.5 from the low to the high we so far today, from here to here. 2/3 is right where we bounced. Yep. So if we lose that, back down. So the bull is to take over. We got to get back above the 18 area. You got to take out like these swing highs. What's the high of that? 1850. Potentially could see a little buy stop move, but still got some room to go, I think. Lower high, lower high, lower high. So now you got to get back above the 12 quarter. I think that's, yeah, right in this level. See if there's any responsive action, any responsive buying. About to break outside of it. Seeing some buying coming in. Maybe people taking profit on the shorts. I still don't want to try to catch a knife here. You could easily break this and go down to the next level. There's a nice buy. See, that's what you kind of want to see if you're looking to go long. See buying like that come in, and there's a little pop right there. 05 area. Try this 05. And put a stop below the low of this candle. 96. Oh, I wanted to move that. Crap, it was too fast. I wanted to move it like up to the 18 area. Son of a bee. And oh well. I guess I'll take the 7 points. Yeah, I could buy this again. Probably can move that to 18 and then the 24. That's where I would look. But you have the VWAP, you got the EMAs around the 20 area. So I think 18 would be like my max target on this little scalp. EMA starting to trend up on the range bar chart. You really don't want to see us lose this 0.3 quarter. That's the structure, right? Higher low. This is trying to make a higher low. Broke this previous high, made a higher high from there, and based on that, I would look for, if this holds and pushes up another leg, it would hit the 18 and then potentially this 23, 24 area. But it depends if this wants to move back up. It's looking like it wants to hold. A lot of volume being traded on this one little range bar candle. This is every bar here is 5 points, so I think we're going to get that push to the 18. Or are you going to make a lower high from there? Nice hammer off that level. There it is. That was the target that I wanted. Fortunately, I clicked too close to where the price was and took me out. And rejected. That's where I would take the profit on the scalp. I wouldn't be greedy. Comes the next level. Be careful trying to hold through this area. When you see the VWAP and the EMA is kind of like on top of each other, we're not really trending, we're just kind of in a range. So you probably should trade appropriately that way. That means like the levels are more than likely going to hold or reject. Like we saw up here, rejected that trend line. Now let's go back to the hourly and show you guys. Yeah, see, that's the trend line we're rejecting. 1, 2, so maybe the third. That's the second time we reject. Still in the range between the overnight high and the overnight low. Now if we break above my crosshair, the 53, have a better chance of getting to that 78. If we break above the 78, we can get toward like to the 200 plus area. Break below the overnight low, we're probably going to come down to like the 32 to 20 area. Just see what she does. Could have been scalping this like 5 points each time or more. See, when this is in your favor, you just got to pull the trigger quick on every pullback. Your stop's going to be very tight. You just put it below each low, next low. And the target will be back to the previous high or a little bit higher. Wouldn't be surprised if we came back and tested the open of this candle, which is 0.7 quarter. Decent volume. It's not more volume than the sell candle though. So we're probably going to come back and test this area, which is like there. You can kind of see it bounce there first and it bounce here again. So this area needs to hold here, like the 08 to 07. Rejected the VWAP and the 9, so we're coming back to test this open. This needs to hold. If it does not hold, we're probably going to go test that low. But I mean, each time we reject like this, you kind of know where the bulls need to show up more. Like if we break these highs and above the EMAs and the VWAP, the momentum's going to pick up to the upside. But until then, like, it's not worth holding through those levels. If you're going to take a long below it up to that, that's the best idea right now. Got a nice hammer candle here on the. There's a lot of sell stops, I bet, below that area. A lot of times I find that my long targets end up being where I should have been entering short. But I'm not trading short. Here comes the down move. Break that out too. Is anybody trading the presidential election? I think I'm going to trade that live. I might trade that in my own personal account because my risk is a little bit looser than in TopStep, and I don't think TopStep's going to let us trade. Maybe in the pro account they will, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. But unless I trade 1 or 2 micros with wide stops, because I remember 4 years ago when I traded it, I was trading ES. I'm sure the Nasdaq was just insane, but ES was moving like 10 points in the blink of an eye. There's the move lower. Next up, going to test the open and close of these candles, 88 area. Definitely a short. Breaking that level, making lower lows on the 5-minute too. $7:15, 45 minutes in, feels like an eternity. We're in this range still. We rejected the middle line. Making higher lows. Pay attention to that. '07 is going to be resistance. 0708. Yeah, it's going to be late, especially with the mail-in voting and stuff. I'm probably not gonna be up. Wait, 2 to 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? That's like 11 p.m. midnight my time. I'll probably be up. That's one of the only perks about living on the West Coast is that you can trade a little bit later around the European session. But it's hard sometimes when you have to wake up early to trade the opening, which is I have to wake up at 5:30 every day. And earlier, if I want to trade the news events that happen at 5:30, I wake up at 5. So we rejected that '07 area. Yeah, this is see how it false breakout. I don't think I can draw on the screen, but this happens quite a bit on range days where we have false breakouts like that. If you pretty much erase the breakout of the top of the channel and then the lower part, we're still in the channel. See how we're bouncing like towards the bottom of it? But we might actually go lower here. Let's see. I don't know if there's any news happening. I don't like having financial juice playing because it gets too loud and annoying. I don't see anything major. besides the Fed speak, and then you got the Barrett, the new justice hearing, the final day today. A lot of rotations in this area. It's the low of this candle. Low is 92 quarter. Do I want to buy that? No, don't. Although it could hold here. It's possible long right here in this area, but it's pretty low probability, I would say, because you're trying to get a bounce since you're above these opens and closes. Trying to get a bounce, push back up. Guess I could take a trade with 1 micro, but I'm still not totally convinced yet, because we rejected this 96, 95, 96 area, and that's kind of like the lows of these candles. So it's just kind of doing this pattern, making an S curve down. Five minutes still bearish. And if you draw this trend line, you'll see. I think I'm gonna get rid of this this candle, this one right here. What's Apple doing? Wow, Apple's green. Wow. Very interesting. Went up to 123. Next zone coming in hot. If we break this, it's going to be pretty bearish. The hourly went from like a good looking hammer candle to kind of like a high wave doji candle. Usually want to see the open of that hold, and it did not, so it's kind of a bearish thing to me. If we break this level, I think going to test that 40 to the 20 area, especially if we break the 64.75. I'm waiting for this downtrend to break. Nice wick here on good volume. It's got an upper and lower wick about the same size. We might have a move up inside of here, like the size of the candle body, but I have to wait for this trend to break. Yeah, it is risky. I'm looking to go long on the break of this downtrend right here. I actually kind of like it. Let's see here. Let's do the 90. I think I might have hesitated. Let's see if we can get a move up here, up to here. The low of this candle is 83, so I'm going to move this up to 82.75. This is a risky trade. What's the low of this candle? Not holding. Low is 90. Yep. Yowzers.
Stop filled.
False break. It's okay. So looks like we gotta get above this area, the 93. Probably should have had a tighter stop on that, but it's okay. Nice. Did see the candle close outside of the downtrend. That's the only reason why I took it. But then, yeah, she dumped. We're forming a tweezer bottom here. See, now it's kind of like back in the area that I want to buy it. Let's see here. Let's buy this 86. Oh, you're gonna reject right before my target, aren't you? I gotta put my stop below the low of this guy. 650. It's not looking so hot. Yeah, I might have to scratch this, or I'm just gonna let myself get stopped out if it does. Yep.
Stop filled.
Stop filled. Sometimes why I hate using stops, because as soon as it stops you out, it reverses. Just missed my profit target and came back, took me out. I'm gonna get some kind of move here. $78. Let's try it one more time. I'm gonna put a stop below the 70.
Stop filled.
No good. Wasted 3 trades on that one. Breaking that level. So everything I made in this day session is back to what I made last night. So I'm going to be extra patient for the next trade. Yeah, we just broke the overnight low. It's bearish. Got no edge for the long now. It's a pretty steep downtrend we got here. Very steep. So what we got here, first target 40-ish, 40 area. Scalp action happening here. Ah, that is a fib, 50.85. It's a fib extension. See if we'll come back and fill me on this fib extension for pop back up. Or should I just continue lower? And that was a horrible idea. Catching the knife. 51. Yeah, she's probably going to stop me out for show. Or market is going to save me by 1 tick. But I don't think so. Or it could be wrong. Slam.
Stop filled.
Okay, so that's not going to work. Let's look at the 40 area. 40 to 32. Breaking above. Nope. Let's see, 40. 32. It's trying to reverse here. Comes the pop. There she goes. My mouse is all messed up. This is the 55 area. Oh crap. Did not mean to do that. Might have to scratch this. If it will let me. Crap, I did not want to do that. Okay, cool. What are you making, eggs? So the 40 area is the next level. Get back above 49 is another potential. If it gets back above here, this 40 area, I would like to buy it. If it comes back down, then maybe this 32. Yeah, I'm recording. 40. Just happened here. Oh, that's the low. And then 32 is also another level. Can figure out what the average will be here. My mouse is all messed up right now. So 36 quarter is my. I want to give this a little bit more room. Come on, break that 20. Crap, it's not where I don't want to move my stop yet. Go back there. There's one gone. God, my mouse is all messed up. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm trying to move stuff and it's just not working. Maybe I should have taken profit all at that same area. Yeah, she's looking a little weak. That 23 area is another level that I'm watching. So I might add one down here. And move the stop a little bit lower. Below the 19. This is a really risky trade, I must say. Really, really risky. But we could get a push back up. What's the low of this candle? It's 43. I want to see us break above here. I might even add to it if we break above there. Considering locking something in. I want to see us close above here first though. Get above that 42. It's just rejecting. Yep. Good luck to you too. Come on, break that 42. Get up there. I'm gonna have to lock something in here. Oh, don't you do that to me. Don't you do that to me. Okay, I'm moving this down then. Here. Just in case. There's the move I was looking for. There, I would have hit the 48. Like that little pop. Trying to get pulled back here. Wow, she's going to rip even higher. Maybe I should have taken that profit target at the fib target that I have. If I look at what's next, one's fib 19, that is literally the low that could potentially break. Let's get this 42. Low of that candle is 35 quarter, 35.75. And then we'll trade that back up to 50 area. Nice push. It's a pretty bullish candle coming in, but it's, what do we have, a tweezer bottom? Low is 27 quarter, 27.75, almost a tweezer bottom on the 5 minute. I would like to get back in on the low of this candle. It's like the 43 to 42 area. Get a pull back, but it doesn't look like she wants to pull back. Nice rip. Let's see here. Heading towards that 60 area. I think we just hit it, yeah. That 49 is an area of interest to me. Even 58. 53. 58 might be a potential long with a tight stop. And you're kind of in a downtrend. I want the bigger pullback. The 53 and 53, and then I want 49 with a stop below. Let's lower this guy. These guys right here. 43.25. Let me just verify this on my toss. 45.75. Actually, the stop should go up higher. I guess that 58 was probably a better entry, huh? If you zoom out now, you can see that this 60 area, this 58 area is pretty strong support. I don't think I'm going to get these pullbacks, nor do I think I want them if it does pull back there. Wow, nice move. This is going to be a scalp. Pushing right to that fib. I'm going to get rid of this fib for now. Can't get them all. That was such a beautiful move. To think that I took the profit at like 48 area, went up another 20 or so points. Now I went right to the 9. I'll probably reject here. So looking at buying the 60-ish. 60 to 58. The next target might be the 77, 78. We're in a falling wedge right now on the 5-minute. momentum shifted. Kind of pulling up to previous. This is where you should look to take profit if you're long. Cancel my trades. And it's pretty much right where held before. If we get back above here, then I think the bears are not showing up. Apple, nice move, Apple. Oh, toss just totally skipped a beat on my candle. It's holding this EMA. I got about 15 more minutes. Super weak. I was up like 50 bucks, but then I took some losers. This area, are you gonna hold here? Looks like it's gonna. It's like the 71 area, isn't it? Yeah, 71. Probably take this with a tight stop. And she already gone. About to close above the 9. We've got like 4 more minutes though. Higher. This hurts to watch. Momo is very strong. I'm not getting in on any of these pullbacks though. Unfortunately, she is just ripping. She's gonna go right to the top of this channel, I think. I wonder if the high of this candle will hold 76.5. The next level. So low of this candle, 69.50. Very strong move. Not getting the pullback that I want. This hourly candle might close inside the low, the first one. Above the low, I mean. 77. Oh, like maybe 77. It's on the EMA. And then the 70 area, 71. Stop below the low of this candle, which is 64. Might scratch one of these. It's got a hold in this area. If not, then I'm probably going to be stopped out. Yep, it's looking weak. Move my stop up. See you, babe. I should take it off a break even. Just to trim the risk. So let's see if we can get up to the 82 area for a little take profit. Or I might actually scratch this because we closed below the 9. Unless we can get a little push. I don't know what this 80 thing means here on this chart. I don't know what this is. Yeah, let's flatten it there for some profit. Yeah. It looks like it's trying to consolidate and hold this level again to continue up. I was able to scalp some stuff. There's the 82. That is the open of this candle right here. We're just approaching this trend line. I would consider getting back in 76 area. 76. And then maybe buy another one. The bottom of this, like the 71 area. 70 area. Putting the stop below 65. This could be a risky trade, but it's trying to consolidate and hold this level. And if it continues higher and breaks the 20, we could get a target back to the next level up, which is around the 100, which is the about around where the VWAP is too. Hey, Rex. And she's going to push here. Should have stayed in that trade. Losing patience. Been staring at the screens for too long, losing my mental capital. Too much of a yo-yo today. Back and forth. Nice push. So now we retest. I'm thinking this 85 will probably hold for a push higher. But we're right on that trend line in the EMA. The 85 is probably the high of this candle. It's 86.75. Not going to get filled on that. Try this long here. This is going to be a scalp. It's a lot of structure here. Do I really want... Kind of want to buy another one down here.
Stop filled.
I wanted to buy another one, but it's too late. Maybe the 77, 78, 78, and then 71. Like I originally wanted to buy. So I kind of screwed myself on that one. Put the stop below this candle, which is 70. Yeah, I just like gave up free money for no reason. Putting the stop there, that was so stupid. Low is 66 on this candle. Find myself getting positive slippage all the time. I don't understand how or why, but it works. Towards the top of this range. Take that. I think I'm gonna have to call it a day because I'm just like, there's the move. Actually looking at my tick chart here, 86. It's kind of forming a flag on the range bar chart. This 86 quarter needs to hold pretty much right here. So you could try another one with a tight stop. It's 86 quarter. See if we'll get any momentum. But then again, like you're kind of stuck between the EMAs, and it could easily just pull back and stop you out, then reverse again. Then I'll be in the same crap situation that I was in just a couple minutes ago. We do have an uptrend line here. If I were to draw it, it's pretty steep. Don't want to take myself out on the risk for mediocre trades when I could catch something better. We're right on this trend line. NASDAQ on the hourly, still got a ways to go, but it's trying to close in above that low, the first hourly candle. Losing that uptrend. It is holding that uptrend. Close back in it. Trying to pay attention to this 5-minute chart here. The range bar chart is trying to hold this rising wedge. If we were to draw a trend line on the top up here, while the 5-minute is trying to fight the 20 EMA, the down channel, top of it, and then the lower part is the EMA, the 9 EMA. This is again a hammer candle, kind of like a hammer candle right at it's on support, but we're closing right on resistance, so it's hard to really gauge if I want to take a trade or not. But we are continuing to make higher lows, higher highs, and we just made another swing high. But there's so much resistance. And that's what I was afraid she might do. Look above and then just reject. Haven't got to close above the 20 EMA yet. Turn off this other light. The sun is out. Tell you what, trading micros, said it yesterday, is so much more relaxing than trading minis. I don't even know what I pretty much would just have to times this all by 10, because I would still trade with 1 to 2 minis if I was still use the same strategy. So it'd be up 230, but I'm just going to take this slow and just work on the process, because it's really hard to, you don't want to make a mistake with minis on when you don't really have too much drawdown, because it's such a pain in the ass to go back through step 2 again. Another 2 weeks you'll have to wait at minimum. It's really discouraging, but at the same time you just got to learn from it. It's a bearish engulfing candle. Is it swallowing the body of the last one? Yes, it is. It's doing the same thing that it did up here. False breakout, sold off. False breakout, selling off now. Just gotta hold this area. So I don't really have, I mean, you have the overnight low, which is 64.75, but you don't really want to see us go back there. The hourly is even starting to trend down a little bit, but it's making, if I zoom out, it's making like, let me show you guys on this chart. It's making like even lows and lower highs, so this is a bullish pattern. But if we break this low, man, look at this giant move. I don't see much structure until back to here, to like the 600 area. So we rejected that a bunch. That would probably be a big buyer in that area. Crap. How do I get to the end? Ah, there it is. It's definitely setting up for another leg higher. Who knows? We might not do that until the election's over. 66 held as support. I think it's starting to slow down a bit here. This 77 is critical. That's the low of this guy. Just pop right above it. Heading back up towards the 20. Kinda like this for a tight stop. Might be too late. It's the low of that candle, 71.75. She's gone without me. Maybe I can get one more pullback, but I think she just ripped. He only gave me one rotation to get in on that. That was not fair. The market doesn't care. That would have been a nice trade. I would have taken profit like right up into this area where he kept rejecting low 90s. That's where I would have already flattened this trade. Oh, missed it. Gotta be quicker. 96 quarter. Break above there. We're going to the next level. Now we're starting to close above both EMAs. They're starting to curl up. We're breaking the downtrend. Nice little move. This 86 quarter could be a buy if it wants to come back there. $86.50. If you zoom out, it's kind of the high of this over here. It's also the 20 EMA. And trade it back to the 96. It's a nice rotation just to like the 88, 89 area. She might lift up here. Broke the down channel and get rid of that. Starting to get a long signal forming on that 5-minute. Momentum starting to shift. We got to break above this VWAP. Should probably get into the teens. I would look to get target to like the 20 area, 120 area, and then back to this box here. Trying to make new highs here, new swing highs. Pushing. Here's the midpoint. Just broke above the 100 area. So it's looking strong. It's 96 quarter should hold now for a pullback. 97 area. I already missed that. She's taken off without me. Do you want to have another entry down here? I just don't know where to put this. Let me see here. Trying to figure it out at the moment. It's 96 quarter could hold. Don't want to add one there though. 86 quarter. 87. Should go down to here. This will probably be my last trade for the day. Kind of rejected the area. It's not holding where I want it to hold. It's got to hold this 86, otherwise I'm probably going to get stopped out. Could look to trim one at like, I don't know, plus 2 ticks. And then ride the next one higher. See if we can get a push back up to the 98 area. 99. Take that. Starting to shift downwards on the trend. Not liking this. See if she holds the CMA. So you want to give myself some room. 82 area. Buy another at 86. 86 quarter. If it gets stopped out, get stopped out. Try to take it off at 92 again, maybe 91. Trim it a little bit. Or 90. Trying to get some rotations up here. It's not really giving me like a little X to trim this one here. There we go. Move this back to 1. It's not holding. Gotta hold this area. Otherwise we're gonna get
Stop filled.
Stopped out. Don't wick it and go back up. Don't do that. Just in case. Try one more time. This is what I was a little afraid of right here. buy this 88. Starting to push down a little bit. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Took me out right where I wanted to enter. And there's the move up. Stop placements have not been that good today. This 92 could hold. Let's try that, and then I'll put another one at 86. And I'll put a stop below here. It's 83. See if we can get a push up. This low is 0.75. So I guess I got filled on the other one.
Stop filled.
I think I'm done for the day, guys. Yeah, breaking. That's okay. I think I'm down like small, like 10 bucks or something. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Trade a little bit past where I should have, so it's kind of my own fault. But I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good one. Bye.